Well, I thought I had it recorded, but I didn't record my voice, and I did not even take notice. Oh. New equipment, same problems, right? Alright. Episode 5. To the hotel, my lovely guest. Please come in out of the cold. We've got blizzard conditions out there at the moment, so it likely won't be possible to descend the mountain right now. There seems to be quite the hubbub in the hotel as well, you say? That's because there was a bit of an incident. That should be no surprise, though. A mountain resort closed off by a snowstorm is a regular setting for a storybook incident, no? But where are my manners? Please, take some nice fluffy towels. We don't want you getting wet and catching a cold now. Hey, newbie! More towels, please! Keep them coming! Absolutely in over our heads until just a little bit ago, but help has finally arrived just in the nick of time. And everyone gushed over this character. This is Amodusius. Everyone gushed over this character, and also everybody complained about this character because it's not a horse. Now we can finally give our full attention to our job. What is that, you ask? Hotelier, manager, and back-end staff all in one? We ensure our lovely customers have the best possible experience. It is our role to play in your story, and we take the greatest pride in fulfilling that duty with aplomb. Indeed, we are entertainers, and it is in our minds that you enjoy this time and this place to the utmost. Now, when this tale's introduction shall give way to its many twists and turns, always changing unexpectedly. Freaking entertainers. Entertainers are jerks. May you enjoy every last inch of this stage, to the very back ends of the back ends, my lovely guest. I'm not a fan of the entertainers. Not after that chapter. What awful weather. Like the sky is twisting and turning. Can we even continue to invent this? The forecast wasn't calling for a blizzard yesterday. Honestly, the timing couldn't be much worse either. You raise a good point, my dear merchant. Perhaps this is just a freak blizzard indeed. But what if it's more than that? Huh? What are you implying, Tazcalapoca? Wait, you don't mean to say... I don't mean to say anything with certainty, of course. Since I have no evidence, but it may be worth looking into, no? I get you. I'll take care of it. But Brandon, tempting as it may be to sleuth around, priority 1 is keeping the guests calm. So for now, please wait in the lobby. You ask around and see what everybody's got to say, but try to be discreet about it. You learn anything, you report back. Emergency announcement. Due to the inclement weather, all guests are advised not to leave the hotel. Regarding the final round of the Valentine Snowball fight scheduled to be held today, we would ask that you please sit tight and wait for further updates as the day wears on. Thank you. Hey, troublemaker. Let's see. It got real cold real quick out there. Are you staying warm? You seem to be alright at least. But this is some unfortunate weather. I'm saying this. No. Guess we gotta wait to fight, Yasuyori. I know. It's a real shame our plans have been delayed. Hopefully, if the storm breaks, we can still go at it today sometime. If only the weather would cooperate, we can engage one another right now. But at this rate, there's no telling when it will be. I'm just glad we're fortunate enough to have food, drink, and eating. It would be difficult to weather the storm otherwise. I've been going around reassuring people that to ease their fears, but it really does seem like we're stuck here for a while. The most important thing right now is to remain calm. That'll show everyone just how disciplined we warmongers are. Well, ain't you just a model soldier today, Yasuyori? Anyway, I'm gonna go make sure everybody's holding up okay. If you happen upon anyone that seems to be in poor health, Brandon, you come get me, alright? I'll go with you, Doctor. Till we meet again then, Brandon. Brandon, have you seen the weather outside? I've seen many a storm in my days, but a blizzard of this magnitude is virtually unheard of. It's cutting off our contact with the outside world, too, which means all we can do at the moment is sit and wait it out. Oh, well, you know when this is put into a sentence, we already know what's up. I've been in this too long to say otherwise. Weather up high in the mountains can certainly be fickle, but for something like this to strike without warning is quite peculiar. Agreed. I have a bad feeling about it, honestly. But even late last night, there was no indication of a storm like this was brewing. I hesitate to voice my true concern, but what I see and feel all around me makes me wonder if this just might be. You sense it too, then. You are a perceptive one, Brandon. Been in this way too long to say otherwise, dude. I believe this may be a collision of worlds. It's a phenomenon that's all too common here in Tokyo. It refers to when one of the other worlds layers itself on top of the familiar Tokyo landscape we know. At the core of this phenomenon, there's always a transient who has some connection to the specific landscape that's leaking in. And you believe there is such a transient responsible for this blizzard? Do we know of a sacred artifact with such capability? From what I can see, the blizzard's the only thing out of place. So if it is a collision, its origins must be within the storm. And it's likely the result of one specific transient's rule. Though I must remind you, this is all just speculation. It's worth looking into, though. Of course. And though I don't have much I can contribute to the search, I'll do whatever I can. I believe our best bet right now is to simply wait. I'll summon all our members for roll call and advise them of the situation. And I'll continue to investigate matters and make sure to keep our sponsors up to date on what we found as well. Oh, hey, here you you all are. Have any of you seen Girimekra around anywhere? He and I spoke last night pretty late. I might be the last one who saw him. Can't you find him this morning? I was just about to go check on him among others. Has something befallen him? Well, he seemed pretty down after things ended yesterday, so I thought I'd talk with him a little before today's match. Try as I might, I haven't been able to find him anywhere. I knocked on his door too, but there was no answer. Lord Azazel! Must you do this every time you use your sacred artifact, sir? Girimekra may not be in the hotel at all, in which case he could be in great danger. Finding him will be my first priority. Much obliged. I'll track down Lord Jacob and share what we've learned of him. Can I ask you three to explain the situation to Invari for me? I'll reconvene with you as soon as I can. Got it. Let's go, you two. Mecra. You gotta find out what happened to him. Ah, my other half. You look troubled. Tell me, what's on your mind? Another few problems won't make much of a difference now. Hey, Brendan. Not much to report on this end. About the only thing we've confirmed is that, weirdly, this snow resort is the only place experiencing this blizzard. As for the event, if the weather doesn't improve real quick, we're going to have to cancel the final round. Just when I was making so much money, too! It's not fair! Cool your jets and give me back my event! Mother Nature, seriously! So, no developments here. By the way, quick question for both of you. You haven't seen Girimekra, have you? I've been looking for him all morning, but he's nowhere to be found. If you know anything about where he went, please do tell. Last I heard, he was going to inspect and clean the gimmick items last night. Don't tell me he never came back from that. I'm afraid not. It would appear he is no longer in the hotel at all. That's why we thought to ask you if you might have seen him. Pardon me. I wanted to report that all warmongers are present and accounted for. We are standing by in the hotel awaiting orders. Sadly, on the missionary's end, it seems there is one among us who is nowhere to be found within the hotel. So we have a single missing transient in this sealed environment the blizzard has bestowed upon us. Indeed, it is impossible to confirm with certainty, but under the circumstances, I think we can conclude that Girimekra is the core to collision. We have to find him as soon as we can! Where are you going, brother? I understand the desire to run off. Please do consider the consequences before doing so. I am purely conjecturing here, but if we assume that Girimekra is indeed at the core of the collision of worlds, then the only way we may be able to reach him is by finding the solution to the circumstances this collision has created. That doesn't change what we need to do. The first step is going to be figuring out where exactly he is to reach. That's where I come in, for there is nothing my mirror cannot see in a situation such as this. You are more useful every time I see you, sir. Well, we've no time to lose. I may not be able to offer much help, but I'm at your disposal in whatever capacity is needed. That is true. Azazel can only really see what goes on inside Al-Yama, so he's kind of limited here. Yeah, go for it. For real. And once you confirm his whereabouts... if I may, please send me after him. I can work with Cupid to home in on his location, Plus, there's something I wanted to talk about with him anyway. Please allow me to join you, Shinya. My inability to see as others do means I may perceive that which you would not. Besides which, I sense something quite significant from Girimekra at the end of yesterday's matches. Sounds good, both of you. You're in too, ain't you, Brandon? Yeah. Because I don't want to see him suffering like that. Reminds me too much. Do you even have to ask? Let's go. Perhaps we should think of something we can do to help as well. You don't mind, do you, Counselor Tanatomo? Your wish is my command, as always. We will do what we can to track down the source of this collision of worlds. That'll be a huge help, Tanatomo. What can I say? I'd do anything His Excellency would command of me to. It's all about playing the numbers. With only 3 of you, there is an uncertainty factor that limits your odds of success. Even should you find Girimekra's location, you lot are liable to charge headlong into danger and spawn a whole new crisis. Ouch! There is nothing surprising about my desire to be involved here. We want this matter resolved quickly as much as you. If the blizzard truly has closed us in, however, then I may presume that our search area can be limited to the resort grounds. I believe so. I compiled all the topographical data we may need right here. Good. If we locate him, we'll need to plot the shortest route possible to intercept him. This will aid us in doing so. Something about that transient caught my attention in that last match, and I would like to confirm my suspicion with my own eyes. Master Yoritomo, if I may, I'd like to be permitted to perceive it for myself, to confirm the same. Sounds good to me. Girimekra's return should be just a matter of time with you all on the case. Till then, the rest of you get some more drinks and prepare yourselves for the main event. You got that? Thanks for helping me. Wait for us, Girimekra. We'll find you, I swear we will. My lovely guest. May I have a moment of your time, please, before you depart? What is it? Oh, you're the hotelier from before. Wrong, was it? That it is. I'm ever so pleased you remembered me, my lovely guest. I am a transient from the same world as our missing guest, Girimekra, you see. That being the world of Shangri-La. And I thought perhaps it might behoove you to hear tell of that particular guest's other self before you proceed. His other self? What do you mean? How to explain it? Ah, of course. Have you ever been to a stage play before? When an actor from one stage steps upon another, their entire persona changes to fit the new setting. It's the same for transients, even with a set role. Any transient venturing into a new world will approach it differently. In our world, existential suffering stems from the fall, the cycle of death and rebirth, which we ever strive to escape. Yet there is another world that exists, opposite to Shangri-La, preaching a faith contrary to ours. There in Devaloka, that same fall represents existential bliss. Those who tumble into the cycle seek to roll through it forever. And our missing guest had been revered there, though he was known by a different name. The White Elephant of Change, Aravat. Where am I? You've finally awoken, Girimekra. Or should I say, my other self. It's that same voice from before. Wait, I can't move. Why can't I move? You look just like me. What are you? Are you an imposter or something? Tell me who you are already. Are you an enemy? You are, aren't you? Damn it! You're making a big mistake. I'm from Umamichi. You don't need to act tough or put on a brave front, Girimekra. I am Aratava, and I've come to save you. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? You showed up out of nowhere. What are you even talking about? But I did it. The thoughts, feelings, and wishes you've been building up inside called me here. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know you. Oh God, just play the Persona Shadow music. Oh, I think you do. Even if you don't remember. But there can be no doubt. You and I are one and the same. I am you from another world. I am your other self. That's why I've come to watch over you. I've been sensing your thoughts. Your desperate lamentations over having fallen. In that world of Shangri-La where you desired only to break from the cycle. And again, when you failed your limbs, vexedly trying to fulfill a role here in Tokyo, where no roles truly apply to you. All you wish is to measure up to others, to be able to puff out your chest and say you helped. Alas, you cannot. How do you know all that? Oh, wait! You're just saying things and using my reactions to judge their authenticity, aren't you? Your problems, your anguish, you cannot hide them from you. That sounds confusing. I cannot hide them from me. It has been painful not fulfilling your role, has it not? Knowing that you can't measure up to it. That's not true. I may not be very useful, but I've been trying my best, and that's what matters most. Even when things don't go as planned, at least I'm showing everyone how willing I am to try. And tell me, when will that ambition, that determination, bear fruit? Damn. That's not. You try and try, but you never succeed. Yet someone always says to you, don't worry about it. You'll get it next time. Don't push yourself so hard. I'm here for you. That's what they say, isn't it? Each and every time you failed and lost faith, I've been there, drawing out those feelings like water from a well. And now, in order to save you from the depths of your sadness, I have come to you directly. I hate this guy already. You poor thing. You are the part of me that could not fulfill my role, Girimekra. But it was inevitable that you would not find success. There was never any other path for you. Yeah, I'm hating this guy. It was foreordained in Shangri-La that you should ever continue falling, continue rolling. What the hell do you know? You're not making any sense. Are you saying that everything I've been doing, all the effort I've been putting in, hasn't amounted to anything because of you? I'm sorry to have come so late, but I will take the fall for everything now. Yes, whenever things didn't go your way or plans failed to play out as you projected, it was all my doing. All my fault. So you needn't be so concerned about it anymore. You needn't be sad anymore. Because from today on, I, Aravat, shall become you, Girimekra. And just as you've always wished, you will be useful to those around you. You will never want again, for I will take the reins. Yeah, I hate this guy. What are you saying? This is all pre-planned? This is all inevitable? That no matter how much I tried, I could never be like those incredible people I interacted with? All this time I've been thinking it was all about everybody else just being better than me at everything. It's alright now, Girimekra. I will protect you. I swear it. For instance, this event you've been trying so hard to make a success of. What if you were to turn it around all on your own? Then everyone would heap praises upon you. I can make that happen. I, who believe in the value and merit of rolling on, can make it happen. I will draw your feelings, change them into clouds, and then use our rule to rain blessings upon the land and turn it all around. That's enough! Get away from him! Girimekra is coming back with us. Brandon! And the rest of you too! But how? Oh, well now. What have we here? It's a pleasure to meet all of you, for whom I hold such mad respect. My name is Aravat. I am the other side of Girimekra. I don't care who you are. You're backing away from Girimekra right now, or else. You're at a tactical disadvantage, too. We outnumber you significantly. I don't think you have any hope of taking us out. But it seems there has been a misunderstanding. I am not your enemy. I do not wish to fight with any of you. We're not interested in hearing your intentions or wishes, but we have enough reason to ask you to discard them. How about you come speak with me before you finish your business with Girimekra? I'd be happy to converse with you, fist to fist. I'm gonna get you back, Girimekra. Something seems off. How's there been a misunderstanding? Stop it! That's enough! I don't... Girimekra, what are you... I understand now. So please, just leave me be. Oh, but you don't need to worry. The blizzard will dissipate shortly, and then the event can resume as planned. Why? What does all this mean? Simple. Just means that Girimekra will no longer take center stage here in this Tokyo. Oh, it is pissing me off quite a lot. Right. Oh, it pisses me off because... It pisses me off because he's basically trying to play Superman. And it will ultimately just hurt Girimekra in the long run. Or permanently disable him. Devaloka is a world in which creation, sustainment, and destruction loop forever in an endless cycle. There, near and far, hold no meaning, as as there are no goals to be pursued, and thus no need to judge distance. There I was given but a single role to fill. It was to suck up the water on the surface, alter it, redistribute it as blessed rain. In a very literal sense, my role has always been to turn the world on its head again and again, maintaining this grand cycle of nature. And I have always fulfilled my role, never creating any significant surplus or deficiency. The cycle has repeated in this world many thousands, many hundreds of millions of times. I feel ever fulfilled, taking pride and joy in my work. Within these cycles, there can be no doubt that I am useful, nay, a crucial presence. But David Loka is not the only world there is. Behind it stands its mirror image, another world with another cycle all of its own. In that world, where people long to break free from the cycle, I am scorned, not praised. And so my existence has been divided into the useful side of me and the useless. Though we both preside over change, there is fundamental difference in our faith and belief that sets us apart. Simply by being in different worlds, the paths we walked in life have been polar opposites of one another. And that's why I feel compelled to save you. Allow me to take your place. You suffered so much in your own world, working so hard and believing in vain that one day your efforts would bear fruit. I truly have mad respect for you, Girimekra, but the truth is, you are by your very nature fated never to see that fruit born. You will forever tumble and fall again and again, yet there is meaning in it. If you try anything and everything, and understand that it will all amount to nothing in the end, you will be saved. So just accept it, my other self. Accept your lot. There is no reason to exert so much effort, to expect so much of yourself. Allow me to absorb your tears, form them into clouds, and then rain blessings down upon the world from them. Simple. It just means that Girimekra will no longer take center stage here in this Tokyo. What's wrong, Girimekra? Aravat, what are you doing to him? I see it all now. It's always going to be like this. Everything I'll ever do will end with me failing. That's right. What Girimekra is seeing is nothing short of his own future, through which he is fated to tumble ever onward. Thinking he can fulfill his goals without rolling off track is a fool's errand, but nor can he distance himself from them. Therefore, he has chosen to quit, knowing that quitting will make no difference. Thus, he steps down from the stage. Mecra is disappearing. Brandon, all I ever wanted is to be useful. To stand on my own 2 feet without falling over. To be able to laugh and say, leave it to me, and really mean it. But I've always felt that it could never happen, and it seems I was right. But then Aravat, my other self, said that it's not my fault. Things never go the way I want them to. I felt relieved, like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. It's not because of my own inadequacy after all. The fact that I can never take a single step forward without tumbling to the ground isn't due to some fault failing within me. still can't face anyone else like this. Not like my old master, and not like my Umamichi chubs either. It's alright, Girimekra. I will fulfill our role enough for the both of us. There's nothing to worry about. I can do the job without fail, and with as much excess or deficiency as needed or as I like. So you don't need to push yourself so hard anymore. Just leave everything to me. Can I punch this guy right now? Can I just punch him? Stop, Arivata! This is not right! Why do you insist on preventing me from offering aid? What good can come of making this boy suffer any further? None of us can live without hope. None of us can live without a future that's yet unknown. Yet for him, no matter how he struggles, his goals will never be in reach. But nor can they ever be distanced out of sight. Urge to punch rising. Actually, it's already there. It's at max. No. See, it's not all about near or far. There are other options too. The worst thing that can pass through one's lips is an empty platitude. False hope is a poison that makes others suffer. But there's nothing false about it. The spark in your eye is telling me you're not just all talk. But I suspect you're also not fully convinced of what you say yourself. I suspect you're still struggling with its veracity. Girimekra, there's something I have to say as well, if you'll listen. Shinya, it's okay. You could just leave me be. No, I really can't, because I'm in the same boat as you. What do you mean? You're amazing! How can you possibly be in the same boat as somebody like me? All I know is, I am. I've been repeating the same mistakes over and over again, just as you claim to be. Huh? I'm always on the receiving end of affection and favor from everyone, whether I like it or not. And I hate it. It creates a buildup of affection over time. Well, it's all fine when they spend time with me at first. It doesn't stop. Eventually they start to insist that I have eyes only for them, that I pay attention to no one but them. And even if they can offer me that, I can't reciprocate. I have to turn them down. It's very painful for both of us. I tried everything from keeping far away from other people to intentionally getting closer. But nothing's ever worked out, and it's made it very hard to just be me. So I ran from my problems and nothing's changed. I've been shunning this power of mine for so long now, wondering why I have to go through this. Why does nothing ever change no matter how hard I try? And the worst part is, like you, I know it's not my fault. But all this time, all my life, this same pattern just keeps repeating over and over. There's never any sign of stopping. Then, I joined up with the missionaries and met you, Girimekra. You really are just like me. You see? And when I heard you left Umamichi Academy for new pastures, you were still struggling, the same as I've been. I found that very reassuring. It meant that I wasn't alone anymore. And then on top of that, I was even able to meet someone who claimed to hate me, despite knowing of my powers. It made me think. I only had to push through once more, just one more time. Then maybe I could put a little bit of effort into getting out of this rut. So, Girimekra, I know this is a selfish request, but would you consider doing the same and giving it one more shot for me? I was going to do something better. I was going to be like, look, me, if it was me, I would have been like, look, I'll give you something you can't fail at. It's like you can't fail at being my friend. It's like that's practically impossible to do. Interesting. I'd like you to show me as well, my other half. Show me if this third path can truly grant you a new start. If so, it is what David Lokans would call samsara, the cycle of change. It should be a force both unapproachable and inescapable. And the game crashed. Oh, it crashed. This is a peek into the system of David Loki, under which eternalization is the end to go. Offense and defense mean little when the distance to one's foes can neither be closed nor open. Perhaps as a world representative, I could use my words. No, it mustn't be too hasty. Let's see me dogs now, as they say. Change of plans, Captain. Can I trust you to serve as my outrider? Of course, Your Excellency. Aravat, was it? You can claim to fulfill your role with ease. Could you prove as such to me now? Or have you perhaps blustered beyond your means? For you see, in this world, it is I whose role shines brightest. Do be prepared, for I always am. And I am not about to pull my punches here now. And Girimekra, I want you to know that I do not judge or hold any disdain for you and your clamor to fulfill your role. You said you can't bear to face your friends or your master now. Well, you are free to face me. I will look you square in the eye. For in my mind, one's face is not something to be bashfully shown to others, but to attract others to look its way. Back to us, Girimekra! I don't want to go either. But there's still a chance. I don't want to give up on it. I'm sorry, Aravat. Will you wait for me just a little longer? You meant it when you said that none of this is my fault. That made me really happy. And the thing is, because you made me so happy, you restored so much faith in me. I want to give this one more shot. Even if I tumble and fall down, even if I sink into depression, I want to carve my own path. Girimekra. Let's do this, everyone. We won't let you take Girimekra from us. I'm like, did it crash? Every time I fall, I always think to myself that I've reached my limit. That it's not worth it anymore. I'm going to quit every time. Yet every time, there's always someone else there with me. convinces me to rise up and just try once more. Time and again, I stand on the verge of giving up. Time and again, I lose faith in myself. Yet, time and again, I get right back up in the end. And so it goes. This is what my life is. I would like to continue to be. I'm just going to keep falling, keep tumbling, keep feeling down on myself, keep running into others who tell me it's okay to commit. To repeat the whole process all over again and again. Get away from him, Aravat! Girimekra, we got you! Given that Girimekra has changed his mind, I will do as you say and step away from him. But do not take this to mean that I've accepted your line of thinking. I cannot and will not, till I see with my own eyes a third option, not drawing near nor distancing, but something else. Well, I'm no stranger to getting back up after falling down. This was your idea, so I'm counting on you, Brandon. Huh? Crap, I'm on the spot. It'll work out. Just keep a close eye on the game. Until I am convinced none of you will be able to leave this enclosed space. I do hope you understand. Girimekra! Welcome back! Hey! Watch it! You suddenly glopped me like that, I'm gonna fall! Ah! Shut up! Sorry, are you okay, Brandon? No. Are they okay? You know, I hate to admit it, but I really was beginning to think it would be totally fine. Totally fine. Should I just disappear? I should be replaced by someone who isn't me? Someone who is be useful to others. But then I heard your voice. I heard everyone's voices without any sense of pressure or expectation. It just felt so natural. That's what got me to reconsider. That's what got me to decide not to give up and instead try even harder. So, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a true friend, Brandon. One thing I would hate is to see someone that I can relate to a lot go down. It's like go down like that. Oh, welcome back, Girimekra. Are you okay now? Yeah, I think I am. Thanks, Shinya. Honestly, when you get right down to it, nothing has changed. I'm still going to fall and make mistakes. But I'll try to do better. And I'm going to keep trying until I've repaid my debt to you. I'm glad to hear it. I look forward to fighting by your side some more, Girimekra. Right back at you, Shinya. You really knew just what to say back there, didn't you, Brandon? Truly, a truth bomb of great power. However, for you to have spoken with such confidence, I can only assume you have a plan of attack, no? I might have an idea at least, but I'll need help from both sides. I will help, if only because I don't wish to sacrifice any of my subordinates for a mere training exercise. Well, thank you both! You really saved me! Seriously! I'm not the one you should be thanking. Provided this goes well, it goes to Brandon, who deserves your gratitude. I also don't need your thanks, Girimekra. Though if you should insist upon extolling my cuteness, I would allow it. The cavalry has arrived! It looks like we missed the party. Indeed! It would seem the battle's ending. Honestly, couldn't you have saved some of the fun for us? Drop the charade. I have no doubt you were watching us through your little network. So, what's next for this event? Heh, you got us there. So the blizzard's abated over the battlefield, but still encircling the whole area? Meaning, we've got to show that white elephant a good game. And until we do, we're stuck here. So let me just ask you one thing, okay, Brandon? When you implied needing help from both guilds, you didn't mean you want them to play a fixed game just for show, did you? Of course not. I want this to be a real fair fight. Wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Just wanted to make sure my books are kept legit to avoid refunding any bets, you know. You're taking bets on this? You little... Damn that dwarf. Now, it's all on you when to start the final round. If anybody's injured or something, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm ready to go anytime. The love that boils within these veins is not abated in the slightest. I'm good too. You've got no objections, do you, Cupid? It's good to see things back on track. Of course, we're finding this in as well. We certainly wouldn't wish for this event to end without our victory being firmly established for all to see, now would we? Perish the thought, Your Excellency. Our strength and perseverance will be the talk of the town when this is through. I'm ready too. I'm gonna take part in this one more time. You do better than that, Girimekra. Not just take part, win outright. Brendan, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna see this thing through and give it my best shot till the very end. That's the spirit. Sounds like everybody's raring to go then. For real this time. The decisive battle is nigh. Who shall come out on top of this snowball fight? Let's answer that question once and for all. Let the final battle begin! Oh, God. Well. Crisis averted, albeit temporary.